Onitsha Main Market is not just a cluster of shops. It is not just a piece of land. And it is definitely not a disposable structure that can be casually discussed as something to be leveled to the ground. For decades, long before Anambra State was created, Onitsha Main Market has been a major economic engine, not just for Onitsha, but for the entire Southeast and Nigeria at large. So when statements are made suggesting its total demolition, it raises serious questions. Are we fully aware of what this market represents? Do we understand what Anambra stands to lose if it disappears? This discussion is not emotional. It is economic. It is historical. And it is about the future. So let's start from the beginning. Onitsha Main Market is widely regarded as one of the largest markets in West Africa by volume of trade. Daily, billions of naira worth of goods move through this market. Electronics, building materials, food items, pharmaceuticals, household goods, textiles, auto parts, and more. This is not exaggeration. This is why traders from every part of Nigeria, north, south, east, and west depend on Onitsha Main Market as a supply base. For Anambra State, this means constant inflow of commerce, high circulation of money, economic relevance far beyond its population size. Remove that, and Anambra immediately loses one of its biggest economic identities. Let's be clear. Markets like Onitsha Main Market are IGR machines when properly managed. Through shop levies, daily tickets, loading and offloading fees, transport activities, business registrations, ancillary services. The market supports thousands of revenue collection points, directly and indirectly. Even when leakages exist, as they do in many states, the market still contributes massively to Anambra's economy. With proper reforms and digitized collection, its revenue potential is even higher, not lower. Leveling it would mean immediate revenue shock, long-term loss of dependable income stream, increased pressure on already limited state resources. Onitsha Main Market is not just about traders. It supports loaders and offloaders, transporters, cart pushers, warehouse workers, security personnel, food vendors, artisans, clerks and apprentices. We are talking about hundreds of thousands of livelihoods, directly and indirectly. In a country battling unemployment, insecurity, and youth restiveness, wiping out a structure that absorbs this many people into productive economic activity is not a small decision. It would mean sudden loss of income for families, increased poverty levels, potential rise in crime and social instability. The famous Igbo apprenticeship system thrives heavily in places like Onitsha Main Market. Young people learn trade ethics, inventory management, negotiation, capital discipline. Many of today's successful entrepreneurs in Anambra and beyond pass through Onitsha Main Market. Destroying the market without robust, workable alternative weakens a system that has reduced youth unemployment, created generational wealth, built businesses without government funding. That is not something to casually discard. Onitsha's location, close to the River Niger and connecting multiple regions, makes the market strategically important. It serves as a distribution hub for the Southeast, a link between the South-South, North, and Southwest. This strategic advantage is geographic and permanent. You cannot relocate it easily without economic consequences. If Onitsha Main Market were truly leveled to the ground without a functional, phased, and trader-inclusive alternative, the consequences would be severe. Traders will not wait. They will move. And where will they go? Asaba, Aba, Lagos, other emerging commercial hubs. Once trade routes shift, they rarely return. Anambra will lose not just structures, but economic relevance. Onitsha town itself depends heavily on the market. Hotels, transport operators, landlords, fuel stations, restaurants, and logistics businesses all survive because the market exists. Remove it and you trigger business closures, property value decline, reduced urban activity. This is how cities stagnate. Investors watch signals. If a state can casually threaten to wipe out its largest commercial hub without a clearly articulated, inclusive plan, investors will ask, is this environment stable? Are policies predictable? That perception matters more than speeches. Markets are not just economic spaces. They are social ecosystems. Ignoring trader voices and market unions creates distrust in government, resistance to reforms, long-term political resentment. Good governance is not just about authority, it is about consensus. Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo is a respected economist. No one doubts his intellectual capacity or reformist intentions. But economics is not practiced in isolation from reality. If statements about leveling Onitsha Main Market to the ground were made, they suggest a disconnect from the historical and economic weight of the market. This is not a call for confrontation. It is a call for reflection. Anambra does not need abrupt destruction, rhetorics that alarms traders. What it needs is phased redevelopment, stakeholder engagement, modernization without erasure. Markets across the world, Dubai, Istanbul, Bangkok, were upgraded, not wiped out overnight. Onitsha Main Market deserves the same respect. Onitsha Main Market is not a relic of the past. It is a living economic institution. To lose it would be to weaken Anambra's economy, fracture livelihoods, and surrender a hard-earned commercial legacy. Progress is not about bulldozers alone. True development preserves value while improving structure. Before any irreversible decision is made, Anambra must remember this simple truth. You don't destroy your biggest strength in the name of reform. You fix it, upgrade it, and make it better.